We're back again to play some games, and we are back with Cupid Parasite, and let's just jump back in. So before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my social media. It's always below, and we can get started. So we are actually on, not really. I'm gonna call it a date, a proper date after the failure of that date with, should I say, Owen. But we actually ran to Shelby, and so maybe we can treat this as a makeup date. I don't know. I suggested the Happy Forest Cafe, and so we headed to lunch. This is the same place we came to last time, correct? Yeah, but I was so focused on the meeting, I couldn't really enjoy my food. I was hoping I could come back again sometime. I see. They use lots of natural ingredients here. I assume you only had that jelly drink for breakfast, so I'm sure it'll be good for you. Mr. Snail is staying in the share house, and I remember he just grabbed a jelly drink before leaving for the day. I don't believe you. I eat more than just jelly drinks. You do know that, right? The only thing I see you eat is protein bars. I assure you, I'm getting all the nutritions I need, if that's your concern. I see him taking supplements too, but that's about it. You need a proper meal. Mr. Snail is so busy, he has no interest in good food. Since he was paying, I thought he would treat himself to something nice. I convinced him to try a lunch special, then called the server over. As we waited, I prepared to give him an update on the Parasite 5. I don't want to talk about them. But then, I looked over, and I noticed he'd already pulled out his laptop and started working on something. I apologize for taking up your lunch break. We are obviously so busy.
Oh,
sorry. I just had a few important emails I need to send out. I just sent the last one though, so I'm fine. He quickly closed his laptop, but within moments he got a notification on his phone and opened the laptop back up again. I really am sorry. This one is quite urgent. Being the president of a company really does keep him constantly busy. He has to reply even in the middle of his lunch. Thank you for waiting. I've got 2 Happy Forest lunches for you. Our food had finally arrived, and Mr. Snail stuffed his laptop back into his bag. Well then, let's eat. Great. This looks delicious. Watching the president, he obviously had a refined approach to eating. He maintained perfect posture. Very impressive. So, you mentioned you've been doing practice dates with the Parasite 5. How's that going? Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. Because Monster SA, you, Owen, have terrible date ideas. Well, there's one in particular I just can't seem to reach. Is that right? He must be a particularly troublesome member of society. Yes, well, to be honest, it's Monster SA. I knew it. I knew you were gonna choke. Breathe. Are you okay? Yes, I just got something stuck in my throat. Anyway, I believe he has a representative, yes. The way he was looking at me made me think he expected that to be some sort of acceptable excuse. Oh, finally a choice. Sugarcoat your complaints. Be honest with him. Nah, I gotta be honest. Sure. But I haven't had direct contact with the man himself a single time. By phone, by email. I always have to go through Owen. I think I've been very patient in dealing with representative, but I can't learn anything going on a date with a stand-in.
そうか。そうだな。
Right. I suppose I see your point. He liked that honesty. Right? Yes? Honesty's the best policy, right? If he really does want to get married, he would make the effort to show up himself. But no matter how many times I ask for explanation, he never has a good reason for why he can't come. Everything is a secret with him. We can't even meet for him to explain what's going on. How can I help if even his job is a mystery? Girl, you going in. Even if I could just find out what he did for a living, that would be enough to make a little headway.
そうなのか。だがプロフィールシートには会社経営と書かれていたはずだが。
Oh, but on his profile sheet, didn't he write he runs a company? But if I don't know more, that doesn't help. He might have $10 in capital and no employees, and still call that a company.
確かにそうだな。参考にはならないか。
Right. I guess without more details, it's not a great frame of reference. Capital, employees, yearly revenue, even just the company's reputation could all be used to attract potential partners.
やはり地位か。
In other words, it all comes back to social status. But there are just too many question marks in his profile, so it's impossible to accurately match him with anyone. And all contact goes to Owen, so even if there was a match, there wouldn't be any meaningful communication. He even sent his representative to our matchmaking party, so I have no reason to believe he'd show up to an actual date. I just can't see anything but trouble on the road ahead.
苦労をかけるな。
I really am sorry for causing you so many problems. I finally looked up at him and saw just how tired the man seemed. I started to panic, thinking I'd probably taken things too far. No, I'm sorry for complaining so much. After all, this is my job, right? I do want to help as many people find love as I can. Did you finish your lunch? Why don't we have some coffee for dessert? Their drip coffee is really something special. Coffee for dessert? I got the attention of the server and ordered a coffee for each of us. But a few minutes later, by the time the coffee arrived, the president had his laptop open and once again replied to emails. You good? You good? No? I like how his room just says president's room, like we don't know where we're at. After leaving the restaurant, I returned to my private office. I gave out a long sigh. All I could think about was her long list of issues with Monsieur Essay.
ずいぶんな言われようだったな。だが、なんと言われようと、この秘密ばかりは誰にも知られるわけにはいかない。
She really went off on him, but I just can't afford to let anyone discover my little secret.
秘密を知る人間が増えれば増えるほど、バレるリスクも上がるのだからな。
Even if one person finds out, the chances of it becoming public knowledge rises exponentially. But I had no idea she spotted me swimming in the pool.
ゴーグルをつけていたし、顔を極力水面に出さないよう泳げばバレないと思ったのだが。
I had my cap and goggles, and did my best to keep my head beneath the water. I didn't expect anyone to notice me.
癖でプールサイドに上がった時にゴーグルを外してしまったのが悪かったのだろうか。その時、周りに彼女はいなかった記憶だが。
It must have been when I got out of the pool and took my goggles off. I don't remember seeing her there though. I was so curious about the practice date, I couldn't stop myself from observing in secret. Talk about self-sabotage.
彼女からの報告でだいたいデートの様子は分かったが、念のためオーエンからの報告書にも目を通しておくか。
I heard about the day according to her, but I should probably take a look at Owen's report, just in case. I checked for messages before I went swimming, but I was so busy that I hadn't followed up afterward. I opened my email and searched for messages from Owen. I pulled up the latest one and started having a coughing fit. Owen had attached a picture of her in a swimsuit. You like that?
なんて写真を送ってくるんだ、オーエンは。
Why the heck did Owen send this? If anyone found out I had this, it would be a disaster. A company president with a photo of their employee in a swimsuit? Absolute scandal. I slammed the delete button and closed my laptop. I started trying to calm myself down.
写真で報告しろとは確かに言ったが、送っていい写真と悪い写真があるだろう。
I did ask him to include photos in his report, but surely he knows what is and isn't appropriate, right? I decided to have a talk with him later and explain things in a little more detail.
もう少しプロフィールシートに載せる情報を精査した方が良さそうだな。
Aren't you tired?
オーエンが話していい情報も。
Aren't you tired of hiding, Shelby? Maybe I should revise what kind of info I want him to send me, and maybe I should update my profile sheet while I'm at it. But I had to make sure not to do anything that would expose me. I sat alone, lost in thought for some time. Wedding disruption. Yo, I still don't think I'm on Shelby's route, but we gonna get there. I promise y'all. Stick with me. Stick with me. I promise y'all. We gonna get to Shelby's route. After Alan's practice date. I know you tired. I know you tired from that. I'm exhausted. My final day was finally over. I was completely exhausted. I rolled into bed. I started with Gil on Tuesday, then came Owen and the pool. There was also my mythical date with Raoul. A fashion-filled day with Ryuki. And finally, the last day with Alan. All of them had their highs, but there's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. Gil is over-attentive. Monsieur S.A. can't stop proxying everything. Raoul will be fine if it weren't for his obsession with myth. Ryuki was lovely, but he thinks he's a 10 and everyone else is a 5. And Alan won't stop flirting. There's also the fact that he prefers women who are already taken. There's much to be desired. I'm not confident that the overall situation has improved even 1% this past week. Tomorrow, the second episode of Parasite House will air. Ugh. Get this man off my screen. Over the next month, we'll get to watch these boys try and find their perfect match. Let's see how much they've grown next week. They better be paying me good money to do this. You got me working at the company, Cupid Corp, and you got me on TV. I need to get paid for real. All according to Bomber Chorizo anyway. Bomber. I did send them some advice. Naturally, Gil was all fingers and thumbs. And true to himself, Raoul worked a miss somehow. Ryuki just sent me a beautiful haul list. I just sent my notes to Alan, so he hasn't responded yet. He better not send me anything back out of pocket. Thankfully, Monsieur S.A. responded instead of his proxy. I'd say that's worth something. What does that say? I completely understand. But his response is unbelievably short. When I looked at Monsieur S.A.'s message, I got a response from Alan. What'd he say? I was kind of short on my message. Hopefully he takes a hint and reflects on his actions. I reminded him not to try and bed girls for fun, to keep his hands to himself, and ask him if he really wants to get married. I really hope he would look deep inside himself for a proper response as I opened up the email. I hope you had as much fun today as I did. If you start feeling lonely and can't fall asleep, or you just want to spend some time alone with me, come find me. I'll take good care of you. Oh my goodness, Alan. He doesn't get it at all. I felt abjectly disappointed by Alan's response. Oops, dropped my remote. Whatever, I'm going to sleep. I didn't have the energy to respond. Instead, I turned over my smartphone and took out the pillow I was gifted. This pillow was like a cloud. If only Chi was here with me. Did you leave it at home? Can he come here? Nobody can see him anyway. My shoulders go stiff in response to today. I glance around, but Chi is still missing in action. Did Chi really go back to Celestia? He was always by my side ever since I descended to the human realm. Naturally, I missed him. Plus, I want that electric shock. Maybe I should ask Aunt Minerva about him. Drowsiness overwhelmed me. It was impossible to think straight. Good night. I sink into the cloud-like pillow and fall asleep. Now, who is flying that plane? The next morning. Where are we going?
Wow, すごい! 空飛んでる! ラウル、こんなすごい乗り物持ってたんだね。やっぱ空飛ぶのはロマンだよな。
Wow, we're really flying. Raul, you have a sweet ride. This is awesome. Oh wow, everybody's dressed up.
わかる。やっぱり空はいいよね。ギガントマキアが起こらないかワクワクするよ。
The huh? Gigantamachia? The Gigantamachia? What are you saying? But you look good. You look good. Gigantamachia is supposedly the war between the Deconsentes and the Titans over control of the universe. It was one of the stories that Dad talked about a lot. At least, I think that's what it was.
俺も急に車が空飛んだりしないかワクワクするよ。
Every time I'm in a car, I always get excited. And hope it will take off. Gil and Raul gaze out the windows with glee. Their conversation a bit nonsensical, but hey, they're getting along.
自家用ジェットか。なかなか便利だな。私も導入を検討するか。
It's a little too busy up here, Shelby. It's a little too busy up here. Like, take that scarf off, unbutton a little bit more. I think we'll be good. But it's a little busy up here in your neck area. Having your own private jet is really quite convenient, isn't it? Maybe I should consider getting one for myself.
みんな、枕持ってきたよ。使う?
I like it. I like it. It's also kind of busy up here, but somehow you made it work. But I'm surprised you're not showing more skin. I'm surprised. I mean, it looks good. He didn't make it work. Maybe I like the fur on the side. I don't know. Okay, everyone. I brought pillows for all of you. Who wants to try one out?
あ、助かります。
Now, you don't want to wear anything else? Thank you very much.
携帯加湿器も持ってきた。ジェットって乾燥するから。
You know what? I like it. the busy shirt. But then you have the cream colors that even it out. I like it. I like it. It just screams fashion. I also brought a portable humidifier. The air on planes like this tend to get extremely dry. Looks like everyone's getting along better than I imagined. I wasn't about to do much advising for everyone during our date week, but maybe because of that. The Parasite 5 plus 1 seemed to be getting along while still being themselves. It's nice when everyone's at ease. But for how long? If they can keep this up, and be capable of talking to women too, we can drop the Parasite from Parasite 5. Don't get your hopes up. This is not over. I have to make sure tonight's broadcast goes off without a hitch. That way, the viewers will be behind them all the way. I was hyping myself up inside my mind while I looked at my nails that had been done by Ryuki. I was wearing a frilly skirt that had a bit more flair than I would usually wear. Ryuki decided to match my nails with it. I found it helpful that he does this kind of thing without being asked to, but his hurtful words still weigh heavily on my heart. What do you say? He flat out said my nails and skirt don't match. He even removed my manicure from the shop. Rude. Anyway, we're going to a wedding ceremony. For real? Who's getting married? I looked around at everyone. They're all properly dressed for the occasion. Owen is dressed as usual, but for some reason, the president looks more formal than he usually is. Yeah, I gotta give it to Ryuki and Alan. I gotta give it to those two. I like their style the most. Today we're all going to participate in a wedding ceremony. A member kindly invited us out of goodwill. They liked the first episode of Parasite House, and really were enamored with the Parasite 5. That member had reached out to the other bride advisors in order to invite us to the wedding. Upon getting word of that, the TV producer negotiated a live broadcast of that wedding for the show. Oh, so they're getting paid. You know what? I think I'm gonna end it right here. We were able to let Shelby know about himself. We let him know what was going on and how this sucks. He just needs to reveal himself. Stop hiding so we can get this over with. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media. It's always good below. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.